it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching The Clone Wars Season 2 Episode 3 Children of the Force, which is stressful because we know that they've got away with information about where Force-sensitive children are. Very stressed. I have the light of my life here. I know he's not going to be in The Clone Wars, but hypothetically he could be in peril right now. And I'm really loving the show. So a reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction up on my Patreon. And you get those 2 weeks in advance and the edited version 1 week in advance. And I am excited. And I do know it is episode 17 after this, not episode 4. I have it all written down. I'm not going to be out of order with the chronological flip-flopping that they do. Let's go.
Were forced to evacuate his doomed vessel without the holocron.
And a very suspicious looking trooper was like, "Don't look at me. Don't talk to me too much because I have a different voice."
Something I think you should see.
There he goes! Suspicious man.
Hey, trooper.
Whoa.
Right?
Come on, Anakin.
Clone?
Ahsoka!
Oop. Close the hangar. Oh, good job, Anakin.
It's Bane. Lock those rings now.
Uh-huh. Listen.
No, lock them all down.
As much as I love so much that as much as he gets cross with Anakin for not listening to him, when Anakin actually is like, "I need you to do this thing," the Admiral's like, eh. Oh dear. You sensed he wasn't dead.
Devastating damage on the Jedi Order.
I mean, I fear more for the kids because the Jedi Order's not got long left.
Children on that list. Children of the Jedi, there are no innocents.
Fuck off. Any child is innocent.
The Gungan child was screaming.
Oh dear.
You see, your son is strong.
Oh no.
Fine Jedi.
He is my only child.
Look into this.
Oh no.
It will relax you.
Is he still here? Is he in there?
Jedi do not carry blasters.
What have I done?
Oh no. Well, surely if he's literally only just been at that planet, they've got to be ahead of him in one of the others. Oh dear. So yeah, landing directly by the city is going to mean he gets there quicker. No. Don't leave the baby. You're notified that someone's going to come. Oh, is that a trap? Please be a trap, because it didn't look like a baby. If it's a baby, it's very small. But I don't know how this species works. It's the doll, right? Yes, Ahsoka.
Don't move, Sleemo.
Oh. Oh. Good. Good.
Looks like I win.
Good. But where's the baby?
I think I've earned the right.
I think the fear of whoever you work for outweighs your fear of us.
Yep.
This conversation is over.
If I was him, after, like, the Jedi showed up at one of the places I went to kidnap a kid, I'd have picked a different one.
Did you check that his mind could be destroyed in the process?
Well, do we have another choice?
I mean, tell him that. Tell him that what we're about to do to you might kill you. Or leave you in a vegetative state.
You will take us to the holocron.
You will take us to the holocron. Oh. Oh, it's not working. And that's not going to help us find the baby.
The Chancellor wants a report on our progress.
Tell him this is not Republic business. It's an internal Jedi affair.
I'm sorry to disagree.
Anakin.
The Jedi are It is good to see you, Your Excellency. Excuse this child.
I've got to do some more brainwashing.
To think a simple bounty hunter could create such a plan.
Oh, I wonder if anybody helped him.
Powerful was behind this. And I don't think it was Dooku.
Next to you.
And soon you will cry no more.
Oh, fuck off.
Master.
Will be wasted by the Jedi.
Oh.
I do not sense any children nearby.
Neither do I.
Do you sense any other
Keeping the
things?
children.
The children are safe for you.
No more of your tricks.
Oof. Yep.
You certainly stepped in it this time.
Brilliant, Obi-Wan. That was a great pun. Fuck.
Mustafar?
Mm-hmm.
Are there children on Mustafar?
It's a
There
minor,
are now.
very remote. Probably.
Ugh. Oh, wonderful. The whole thing's blowing up. No.
Master, a starship is
Uh-huh.
approaching.
I sense something, Master, and I don't like it.
It's the dark side, Ahsoka.
Oh dear.
This is the right place.
That's Anakin's. Get familiar with this feeling, Anakin. Oh, baby. No.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard.
This way.
Good girl. Oh.
Be careful of the younglings.
Uh-huh. Oh god. Let's hope these younglings don't end up at school in a couple of years when Anakin pays a visit. Oh. Use the Force. Oh.
The base was completely destroyed, Master. And so was any clue who.
And there is no evidence it was copied.
Still, the future of all Jedi, uncertain is.
Yeah, I'm afraid.
Cautiously, we must.
It's very ominous when they talk about things like that because obviously the future of the Jedi is pretty ominous. So that was a really good episode. A great conclusion to this arc of the younglings and then being in danger. Obviously, I imagine we'll see Bane again in the future, but I think it was a really solid way that some of the kids they managed to save, some of the kids they temporarily lost. And it must be a really scary thing as a parent to, in this world, to have a Force-sensitive child, because you will love your child, you will be so proud of them for everything they're going to achieve, and becoming a Jedi, you think, oh, that's the good they're going to do in the world. But that also means you have to say goodbye so they can go to school to become a Jedi, and I'm still not okay. Okay, season 3, you're coming right back. But I will stop going on about Baby Yoda soon. Just talking about Force-sensitive younglings. I'm sensitive myself. So I just, the pain of that as it is, to know that kind of, when we've seen younglings at the school in the past, they aren't very old. So to know that, like, as a little kid, you're going to have to send them off, like, to a boarding school, but, like, across the galaxy, and it's not like they're going to come home for holidays. I guess that they do have some amount of visitation, but clearly not very much from what we've seen. Would just be horrible and heartbreaking. And then the thought that they could be in danger just for being Force-sensitive along the way, it's a lot of stress. I still love the concept of the Jedi, like, which is an obvious thing to say, but I mean, like, the society itself. I think at some point I will read some of the books that are set during, like, the period where they were just flourishing rather than this period where they're, like, failing and dying out. Just because the whole concept of of their order and everything. I love stories like that. I love organisations like that. I love, in fiction, sort of think about how this organisation has lasted all these years, and we've seen how it's become politicised, it's joined with the Republic and the Chancellor and maybe people that are not using it always for the best aims. But I just think it was really good to kind of see in that way the Jedi pulling together and being a force altogether. And then you have Anakin being like, oh no, we do need to go and tell the Chancellor because Chancellor's got his hooks in deep. Anakin's, oh, that's the dark side. Is it? Is it really? I'm fine. I'm getting very sick of people saying to the Chancellor, who could be behind this? And the Chancellor's like, I don't know, any clues yet? Do I need to go in my evacuation pod? Unfortunately, no. And it was quite sad, actually, with how much I enjoy the concept of the Jedi. Them talking about, oh, the future of our order is at risk. And I'm like, oh, might as well let it happen, because you've got a couple of years left. It's quite sad to think that we are seeing this kind of noble cause at its last straws, because I have, like, things with the Jedi I don't agree with, which is largely their weird attachment thing that they go on about. I'm like, people can have attachments and still be good people who do the right thing. But on the whole, I truly do, obviously, the Jedi, I believe that the Jedi have always want to do the right thing for the common good, to make the world, the galaxy, a better place. And it's sad to think that that's all going to get thrown back in their faces. It's very emotional. I'm glad we got the holocron and it doesn't appear to have been copied. I feel like Maybe they could have just like manually written it down, but then it is like a sci-fi future where I don't think many people do bother manually writing things down, so hopefully that's safe. But Bane is out there. He is going to be a bane to us. We'll get him. He'll go to prison. I liked I thought it was interesting the way they used the Jedi mind tricks on him with the three of them, how scary they were, and how Ahsoka was kind of like a little bit freaked out, because I think it's things like that. Doing too much down that path is going into dark territories. The more you torture someone, the more you become less good yourself. And so I think the Jedi walk a very fine line, especially in this war. But it's as with every scenario, when it's children that are at stake, I can just totally understand how easy it is to let yourself cross that line, and you have to try and really keep yourself the right side of it. So I really did enjoy this episode. I am very glad that all of the younglings made it back safely to their families. I would have liked to see that, but I'll believe it. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, along with all of my reactions, and you can get those 2 weeks in advance, and the edited version 1 week in advance as well. And thank you so much for watching.